Hi, I'm Therese Cranston. I'm a spiritual consultant and psychic medium. These are 10 different ways that you can actually heal your past lives. So, number one, use tarot or oracle cards. So what this does is it helps you discover what current energies are impacting you. It helps you figure out the lessons you need to integrate, and it helps you figure out what you need to do to heal or release these energies or trauma. It will give you some direction, is basically what it does. So if you're a reader, do a reading. Ask what energy is impacting me. What do I need to integrate? What do I need to release? How do I need to release it? Talk to your cards and see what you get. I'm also a past life reader, so I can help you with that as well. And I also know other past life readers. If you're interested, I can give you their names, and they all do past life readings for people, and they can help you. So if I don't resonate with you, I'm not offended. I want you to get the help you need. So I will hook you up with people I know. I know some good ones. So number two, EFT tapping. So it's called the emotional freedom technique. What this does is it helps you release that emotional charge that's kind of stuck in your body. So this happens in therapy a lot too. A lot of times we're able to heal things in our mind, but sometimes trauma or memories or even past life trauma and memories can be stored in our body. So what we need to do is do that tapping to get it out of the body, right? So you can write a script that talks about like whatever you're trying to get rid of, like the fear of being seen, guilt or shame, persecution, fear of abandonment, past vows of poverty, anything that's impacting you today. Find out what that is and then write a past life tapping script to help release that. If you need help, you can use ChatGPT, or you take a current script that's already done, like there's lots of different, and like if you have the tapping solution, that's an app that you can use, and there's a lot of different ones in there about healing trauma and letting go or anxiety, and you could take those and kind of tweak it and alter it and kind of insert your own words or language there. You can also find some on YouTube. So on YouTube, there's a guy named Brad Yates, and he offers some really great tapping videos, and he has all kinds of them. And he doesn't have any past life trauma ones that I've found, but he has regular ones on trauma, and you could just take those and kind of insert like your own little, your own intention in there, and just use and just listen to him, but kind of insert your own thing in there. Number three is cord cutting. So sometimes our energy from past lives, like it still lingers, and a cord cutting and like a visualization is all you need to do to release those attachments. And that's the case. That's awesome. You're very lucky. This one hasn't worked for me, but it might work for you. So cord cutting, what you can do is you can use like two candles and a string, and one candle's like present life, one is past life, and you're cutting that. You can get like a cord cutting ritual. What I would do is I would go to my favorite shop, Village Witch, and I would get a cord cutting ritual from there and do it. But you can also make up your own. There's lots of things online if you search for it, and you can do your own and just make sure it's like your past life and whatever things are there, and you want to cut those cords and take your energy back and take your power back is really what it's doing. Number four, you can write a letter to your past life self. So this is what a lot of times people do in therapy. Like they write a letter to like their inner child or to their little self, but this time you would just be doing it to your past life self. And what these letters do is it helps you kind of, if you can get into like the frame of mind, it's called automatic writing, right? And you get into this frame of mind where you're writing and you're kind of bypassing your brain, and you're just writing what comes to mind, and you're just kind of not thinking about it. You're not overthinking it. So you could ask yourself questions like, what do you want me to know? What pain are you still holding? How can I bring you peace? And write a letter. Just, you don't overthink, you just write what comes through. If you're having trouble doing that, you can try writing with your non-dominant hand. So mine would be my left hand. I can't do that because I would not be able to read it. It would be just straight up chicken scratch is what they used to call my handwriting in grade school. Yeah. Like that didn't impact me today, right? And try doing that if you can read it. And then when you're done, you can read it, you can burn it, you can seal it and bury it. It's all different kinds of symbolic things you can do. You can put it on a healing bowl or altar, something like that, or in a healing bowl, I mean. Number 5, a ritual bath or like elemental cleansing. So what you would do is you would have a candle, you would have all the different elements in there, like water, air, earth, fire, and you would just clear that residual energy. So as you bathe, or you can even shower and do this too. You would light a candle, visualize that old energy being washed away. You can even say something like, as I bathe, I release all the energy that no longer serves me from this or any lifetime. I am transformed. I take my power back, things like that. And you can use, if you're showering, I would use like a salt scrub, because you need to have that salt in there. Or if you're bathing, make sure there's salt in there. And what are any other herbs that are healing or that kind of thing. And then let the water all drain down before you get out. So if you're showering, just like stop it and let all the water go out. If you're bathing, let all the water drain out before you get out of the tub. That's a trick that my favorite witch Carrie taught me. Number 6, creative expression. So a lot of times art can help you heal this, or even help you get to like what you need to do. So painting, drawing, writing, we kind of talked about the automatic writing piece, making a collage of like this past life memory of your past life self, and really trying to get into that frame of mind of that past life and what you need to know to heal it. It's what the art does is it helps you kind of bypass your logical mind. Have you ever noticed, like if you're a knitter or a painter or a artist, and as you're doing art, you get messages or downloads, or you hear things, or you might get flashes. It's because you're not thinking and you're out of your like logical mind, and your higher self's allowed to kind of trickle in there. So doing this would really help. You can even write a song. I mean, there's all different kinds of things you can do to help try to heal at, and figure out what you need to do. Or you can also burn it when you're done. Burning is very therapeutic and cathartic. I like to burn things. I wonder what that says about me in a past life, right? I know there was one that involved fire. You would think I'd be afraid of fire though, because it was traumatic, but I'm not. I like to burn things. Not homes, just papers. I do. I write things on bay leaves all the time, and I'm like, burn. And then I put them out and scatter them to the universe. So fun. Okay, sorry, side note. Number 7, dream work. So before bed, set your intention that you want healing, and ask your angels, your guides, your higher self, all of them, your entire spirit team. Ask that they bring you healing or clarity about the past life and give you guidance on what you need to do to heal it, or ask that they heal you while you're sleeping. I found this cool meditation it's like a hypnosis online. I haven't tried it yet, but I found it on YouTube, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's called Past Life Healing While You Sleep. Deep soul hypnosis, no retrieval. So it's not helping you retrieve any past lives, it's just helping you heal them. So I'm going to try that one night. It looks kind of fun. And all you're doing is putting it on and going to sleep. So what can it hurt, right? Number 8, Akashic Records meditation. So speaking along the lines of kind of hypnosis, meditations are a great way to kind of heal your past lives. It's a great way to get to your past life, and it's a great way to heal it. So as you're doing this meditation, you want to ask, like, what past life is influencing me in this challenge? What am I meant to burn or release? What healing energy can I bring in? Ask questions like that and see what you get. Or you can even ask while you're doing the meditation, like we did above, heal me as I do this. I want to be healed. And just Google, Akashic Record meditations, healing, and see what you can find. Number 9, mantras or affirmations. So there are some people that really swear by affirmations. It's not something I have a whole lot of experience doing, but I've been told I need to try it a lot. So I've had several people tell me I need to do that, and some mirror work, which I'll explain in a second. So once you've identified like the wound or the belief or the trauma, you want to reframe it. So like, let's say that in a past life, you had to keep yourself small because if you weren't, you would get hurt, or whatever, something happened to you, right? You would use affirmations like, it is safe to be seen. I am safe. I can be seen. Or if you have like a past life where you took a vow of poverty, like I am allowed to have money. It's okay to have money. I don't have to be poor. Stuff like that. Anything that feels good to you, you're going to write the affirmation yourself because you want it to feel good to you. You want it to come from your heart and your soul. So write those affirmations down, and then either say them every morning, every night, say them several times a day. You can, and then, or you can do mirror work, which is something, like I said, I have been told by several people that I need to do. And you would take these affirmations and you would say them in the mirror every day. I would do it at least 3 times a day. Now, some people feel awkward around doing that, and that's okay. If you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I feel safe to be seen, it's okay. What you would do in that instance is record it. Record those affirmations that you have and then play them while looking in the mirror. Someone gave me that tip once, and it's a really good one, because you're going to get to a point, actually, I think it was Denise Linn that talked about that. You're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to say it. But at least starting off by listening to it, it's going to really help you kind of get past that, be feeling awkward. And eventually you're going to feel empowered. So, all right, that was number 9. Number 10, if you're really stuck, you're really truly stuck, go see a past life specialist. I've actually had to do that. I had a very traumatic past life. So I'm very lucky that I actually have a friend who is a brilliant past life reader, and she's also a therapist. So she's able to kind of blend those skills. She's brilliant. Lauren, I love you. You're the best. This is number 11, but this is something that I learned from Denise Linn, so I don't want to take credit for it, okay? She has a really great book about uncovering your past lives. It's something that I recommend reading. It's brilliant. So what she does is she does these past life meditations with people. And she has there's one of them on YouTube that you can find. If you just Google, like, if you look on YouTube, look for like Denise Linn past life meditation. And what you do is during the past life, when the bad things start happening, is she has you change it, right? So she suggests that, like, if you're being chased by people through the woods, then it stops. And they're like, no, we need your attention. We're here. We love you. We think you're great. It's whatever you want to imagine, right? So like you would imagine yourself surviving. You would imagine yourself living out that life, being revered or having love or peace and living out through that lifetime and seeing it end. And what it does is she explains is that it kind of helps rewire your brain. So it doesn't change the past life, but it rewires it in a sense of how you see it, and it can really help make shifts in how you feel about it and kind of help that healing process. So I would check her out. She's great. And there is a past life video that she did on YouTube where she actually walks you through some of that. So check that out too. So forgot, that was number 11. Thank you for watching and sticking with me. This was a long video. So yeah. So like I said, even though it was 10 tips, it's actually 11. So okay, thank you. Bye.